Today I'm going to be making bread rolls. My recipe for these bread rolls is pretty easy and straightforward, so let's get started with this simple and tasty recipe. I'm going to start by proofing the yeast, and in this bowl I've got some yeast and sugar, and I'll be mixing this with some warm milk, and I'm going to leave that to proof for some minutes. In another bowl, crack in 2 eggs and beat it together. Add some melted butter to the beaten eggs, mix together and set aside. In a big bowl, I'll be adding some bread flour. All-purpose flour works as well, but the bread flour will give you a better result. Add a pinch of salt and some sugar, then mix together and make a well at the center. Pour in the proofed yeast as well as the beaten eggs and butter mixture, and mix together until a dough is formed. The resulting dough will be very soft, and that is what we want. Now transfer the dough to a lightly floured work surface and knead until it's smooth and elastic. This should take about 10 minutes, but you can also use the electric mixer and knead this for about 7 minutes. Be careful adding extra flour so the dough doesn't turn into a hard one. To know if the dough is well kneaded, use your index finger to firmly poke the dough. If the depression on the dough fills up almost immediately, then the dough is well kneaded. If otherwise, then you have to knead for a couple of more minutes. And as you can see, my dough is ready. So I'm going to transfer it into a large greased bowl and roll it around the bowl so that the surface of the dough can be coated with the oil. This will prevent the surface of the dough from drying up. Cover this up and leave to rise in a warm place for 1 hour. After 1 hour, punch down the dough to remove the air bubbles. Cut out a little ball-sized dough and continue to tuck this in until it's tight and well rounded. You can as well give this any fancy shape you like, but you know, I like to keep this simple. Now arrange this inside a greased pan, leaving a little space between each of the dough. The dough will rise and fill up the space. Cover this with a kitchen towel and allow to rise for another 30 minutes. After 30 minutes of rising, crack 1 egg in a bowl, add some water and beat it together. Then brush the egg wash over the bread. This step is very important because it helps to achieve the bright golden color on the bread rolls. Transfer this into a 425 degrees preheated oven and bake for 10 to 15 minutes. So I just took them out of the oven and they look absolutely beautiful. It has a soft golden crust and a very chewy middle. I hope you enjoy spending your time with me today, and I hope you did give this a try.